Welcome.
Thank you. I had to unmute there for a second.
Go ahead, Tim. Do you accept God as your creator?
No. I think the God of the Bible is Sumerian storm god, and tells a story of evil that I think Jesus was a contradiction to.
Okay, so which God do you believe in?
I don't believe in a God in particular, but the possibility that gods exist.
So you're an atheist. So can you tell me what's the rational basis for the denial of the existence of God?
Well, the God as you describe him?
No, stop right there. You are now disregarding what I just said to you. You are baiting and switch. You're committing the Mott and Bailey fallacy.
That's dishonest.
The Mott and Bailey fallacy is to start with one proposition, but then to shift over to another proposition that you think is defensible rather than to defend the first proposition. The question that I posed to you, I'm not being dishonest. I'm holding you accountable for, okay, if you are not the least bit cooperative, I'm going to kick you. Now, I asked you to defend global atheism. Criticizing the God of the Bible is not defending global atheism. Okay? Do you know what the difference between global and local atheism is?
No, I don't. Please explain it.
Global atheism is a term in philosophy, not one that I care for. Okay, but I will use it because it is used in philosophy. Global atheism is a term that we use for classical atheism. There is no God or gods, okay? Local atheism is a label that some philosophers use to designate an individual who disbelieves in this God or that God, but that they're not global atheists, okay? Now, do you disbelieve and deny all gods?
No, did I not just say that I don't deny
hear an
the
answer to my question?
I'm giving you an answer to your question.
Goodbye. You see, I love these people who bullshit, who tell me they're answering my question, and they're doing their best to dodge my question.
Listening to the conversation, and I'm seeing the image that you, as host, are presenting. Christianity is objectively provable. I'm an agnostic atheist. I would love to know what the objective proof is of the Christian religion.
We'll get that to in a minute. When you call yourself an agnostic atheism, does atheism in that compound term entail that there is no God, or the mere absence of a belief in God?
It's the latter, and I call myself an atheist.
Then here's the problem. Is knowledge a subset of belief in epistemology?
Oh gosh, you're using terms that I'm not familiar with, and I just don't know. I'm not.
Is the theory of knowledge, okay? So now belief is a positive attitude toward a proposition, correct?
Again, I'm not used to this type of discussion.
Is belief a positive attitude? Look, if I believe the Eiffel Tower stands in Paris, do I have a positive attitude that the Eiffel Tower is standing in Paris, that it's the case? Do I have a positive attitude toward that? Okay, so a belief is a positive attitude toward a proposition, okay? Now, if I claim to know that the Eiffel Tower stands in Paris, do I have a positive attitude toward that proposition, that it is the case?
I guess so. I would probably need to.
So that means that knowledge is a subset of belief. It's a special type of belief that we designate for when we have greater degrees of warrant and justification rather than lesser. If it has lesser, we call it a belief. If it passes a line of demarcation, we call that belief state knowledge. Okay?
I look forward to thinking about these things a little bit more.
When you call yourself an agnostic atheist and you define atheism as merely an absence of belief, then it is utterly superfluous to say you don't know, because that's already been covered under the category you have no positive belief in God. Therefore, at best, it is simply redundant and superfluous to call yourself an agnostic atheist. If you have no beliefs in God, then there's no need to qualify it by saying you don't know, because having no beliefs in God already rules out any claim to knowledge in God.
So I disagree.
You understand the problem
I disagree.
there? Okay, so it's not superfluous?
No, I think you're.
Okay, so listen carefully.
I think
If
that
you, if, okay, listen to
you're
me
not
carefully.
okay.
If you are without belief
I am listening.
whatsoever in alien life forms, okay, I don't have any belief, okay, doesn't that automatically rule out that you have a knowledge state about aliens?
No, it doesn't. That's not correct. That's a false statement.
You're dumb. You're completely uneducated. I'm not going to waste your time. This is 101 logic philosophy. If you're not competent to understand that, okay. See, this is why atheists are an embarrassment. I go, I'm an agnostic atheist. If atheism, according to your non-standard proprietary definition, that it's just an absence of a positive belief, then it's utterly superfluous to say that you don't know, because no beliefs, then there's no knowledge, because knowledge is a subset of belief. But you see, I wouldn't expect atheists to, exercise intelligence in this matter. Welcome, Tyler. What would you like to say?
I was just going to ask why you were debating agnostics about atheism.
Because agnostics are atheists who pretend not to be. They are indirectly and implicitly denying God while claiming they're not making a judgment about God.
Well, how do you know that agnosticisms don't believe in paganism?
In philosophy and logic, agnosticism is categorized as claiming neither to know or to believe in God.